Need more time. Wait! such horrors. What were my ancestors thinking, welcoming the Val? Spirit, forgive me for this!
Tornado sucks in. Thrashing vines causes explosive plant growth in an area. For the duration of the spell, vines appear and crash down on nearby. But darkness about this statue.
Greetings.
Upon impact, Whirlwind Lance creates a whirlwind. Thrashing vines. Whirling Slash hits enemies and creates a whirlwind.
Yes? If you hear a click,
Welcome. Take care.
The intruder is here?
Wait!
Out of Narwazi. I see. No mercy then. Kill her on sight.
Die! Hold on! Exile! That was almost a challenge! Need more time. Wait!
Aye. We're at magic or technology, what?
Fool! There is no time for this. Aziri will soon commune with the beast. Cease your assault.
Wait! Die! Hold on! Need a moment. Proof of the prowess. Piece of milk. Wait.
Stop this at once. I take no pleasure in harming one of my own. But if you persist,
Need a moment.
do with her what I must. the end, the Din of Azzoatl has finally come for me.
For a smart fella, you're a right fool.
The power of the Val. Sacrifice is the only path to survival. You will burn. Sheer power.
Need more time.
This ends now. Progress comes with a heavy price. The power of the Val. I can't give up. I must save my people.
You know why we're here! It happened! It cannot be stopped!
No, I will succeed.
Makes me like
I cannot allow you to interfere. I cannot let my efforts be in vain. How foolish!
Hold on!
I've had enough of you. Now you're within my grasp. Burn to ash, demon of Azzoatl. I plan for every contingency. Fatal ambition.
Look out below!
This is not over yet. Do you truly think you can match me? You think you can stand in my way? I will burn you alive! Let me show you what true intellect looks like. You didn't stand a chance. So, at the eve of the end, the Din of Azzoatl has finally come for me. I bear the burden for our future. Progress comes with a heavy price. thousandfold. One death is nothing for the greater good. The end of the world is nigh. Destruction of Aggorat will be repaid 1,000-fold. Now, you are within my grasp. Nothing will stand in my way. You leave me no choice. This is not over yet.
Down you go!
The end of the world is nigh. You think you can run? One death is nothing for the greater good. Self-destruction! Do you truly think you can match me? Let's see you survive this! No! Do not fail me. Not now! How could this happen? All I've done. All that I sacrificed.
Your people cannot be saved. History is already written. You can stay here and die, or come with us and help save the future.
The legacy of the Val must be protected. I do know of a way to contain the beast.
Best you start talking then. My friend here is an
If only I had more time. There is an ancient weapon. A weapon that was used against corruption from a civilization lost to the ages. I have one piece of it. 3 others were scattered. I've been searching for them, but the Karui have interfered at every turn.
So will you help us?
I suppose I must. It is too late for us here. This era is over. I pleaded with Aziri for her patience, but she would not abide me. She will attempt her communion with the beast, and utter devastation will ravage our people. But the fact that you are here, a living descendant of our people, it gives me some hope for our future. I will come to your era. Perhaps there is still time.
It's settled then. Let's hurry back to the time portal.
A
Now
marriage
then,
of
it is time we
convenience if ever
departed.
I've seen one.
Activate the portal. We will see about it.
What is happening?
It begins.
What did you do? How did that go through the gate?
Exile. My people. They're all long dead. It's one thing to hear it, but another to see it. This city is nothing but a grave. I can't change their fate. But the Val are not entirely gone. Alva and her Val ancestry is proof of that. I will do what I must to protect what remains, and perhaps one day we can rebuild. For that to happen, we need the weapon. We must travel to the archipelago the Karui call Namakanui. If the pieces still exist, that is where they will be found. I gathered the greatest minds of our era in one place. We embarked on journeys of discovery that mankind could never before conceive. No ethical bounds, no moral limits. We sought immortality, both in flesh and in machinery. We sought understanding of corruption. We even sought to master time itself. In the end, it was all for naught. Study of the beast was my life's work, and the work of many Varg scientists before me. Despite its danger, I still consider it a thing of beauty, a work of genius. It is capable of changing something fundamental about the nature of our existence. The beast showed us it can be done. Our experiments with life, with death, with machinery and augmentation, they were all inspired by it. We can surpass the impossible, if only we are willing to sacrifice enough. Of course.
Oh, good. You're alive. Well, that was quite the adventure, wasn't it?
Have you learned the location of the weapon?
Aye. He mentioned the weapons in pieces. One piece is on him. The others scattered around the Karui archipelago.
Namakanui. Interesting. We must make haste.
Well then, how about I take you and your merry friends to King's March? The port town is within the area of Namakanui. From there, you can charter a ship from my contact and begin your search. We've quite a haul of treasure we've borrowed from Exile. It will more than cover the charter cost.
King's March would indeed be a wise location from which to base ourselves.
Great. We can leave whenever you're ready. Just let me know. Well, he wasn't the worst captor I've ever had. And I suppose he did save us back there. At least it appears he is on your side for now. But you shouldn't forget who he is and all he has done. There is something eerily cold and calculating about him.
Seems there's no sacrifice too large if it meant saving his people. I can almost understand that.
Almost, yes. But certainly not the lengths to which he went. I believe he will aid you so long as your goals align with his. The moment they do not... I'm just saying, don't turn your back on him. I briefly saw the sky and the people. They were... Well, let's just say I now understand why Val ruins look the way they do.
No one should see such a thing.
It was unreal. Unlike anything I could have imagined. But it all happened so fast. Perhaps that was a blessing. Bye.
Returning with Doriani was an inspired move. As the foremost expert on the beast that ever lived, he is exactly the man we need. I doubt we can trust him in a broader sense, but for the moment, our goals are aligned. He wishes to contain the beast, and so do we. If he thinks we should travel south to Namakanui, then so we shall. This weapon of the precursors, it may just be our best hope.
I can't pretend to guess the consequences of what you've done here. I'm not one to give lectures. If you think it's the best course of action, I can only hope that you are right. I promise you this. If I end up dead because of this Doriani fellow, I'm gonna haunt you for the rest of time. If you hear a click...
You bring someone we only talk about in our darkest day. That man is not just a myth. Him a monster from the shadows of the past. His arrogance helped crack the world. And now you bring him here, to us, and expect him to help you? You would doom us all. Keep your eyes sharp.
Speak.
Hey, it's a long journey, but relatively safe once we're clear of the jungle. The Kalgurans keep the road pretty secure. Shall we?
Doriani has one piece of an ancient weapon that can control corruption. The other 3 pieces lie somewhere in the countless islands of the Karui archipelago, but their current leader is distrustful of outsiders. He would never give us passage. Our only path forward lies through Kingsmarch. Perhaps there we shall find a ship and crew brave enough to take us where we need to go.
We're here. There goes my last chance at some shut-eye.
This is it? This is Kingsmarch? Science and civilization must have never recovered.
Your time was different, yes. But don't discount the Kalgurans just yet. They have potential.
We shall see.
Oi, where did Elva get to?
She has gone ahead to meet her local contacts.
We will need a vessel to navigate the archipelago. We must begin our search to locate the pieces of the weapon.
Behave yourselves, will ya? So, where should I start hunting?
We know the pieces of the weapon radiate intense, latent corruption. The more dangerous an island is, the more likely it is to contain a piece of it.
It is crucial that we find a captain with in-depth knowledge of the local area. Then we will stand a better chance of finding what we seek.
Time is of...
Greetings. Doriani sees the world through a different lens. You must remember that he is of a bygone era.
I can hear you, you know.
Indeed.
And of what era are you, exactly?
Older still. I have seen many civilizations rise and fall.
Now, break it up.
It is a strange feeling meeting someone so gifted in sciences I unintentionally brought to the world. All of Val technology and advancements derived from my ultimate mistake.
You call the beast a mistake? On this I do not agree. The gods were nothing but monstrous tyrants. The power of corruption allowed humanity to seize back control of their destiny.
And what did you do with that control? In your experiments, I saw death, dismemberment, a living nightmare.
A means to an end. They were all willing sacrifices.
That is somehow even more frightening. The zealotry, the fervor. I've seen it all too often. A kind of madness, seemingly fundamental to mankind.
Perhaps, but it was their choice to make. They gave themselves in the hopes of saving our people. My only regret is that I failed.
Oh, to bear but one regret.
I've certainly made some mistakes I wish I could take back. But we must accept them and move on.
Move swiftly.
Kingsmarch. It's been months since I had a bath.
Is this the friend you mentioned?
There you are. This is my contact, Rog, a trader with a keen eye for valuable artifacts. Rog, my friends are after a ship, and it just so happens we have a cartload of Val treasure to cover the charter.
My hunt leads me toward the most dangerous islands.
Kelguran merchant vessels don't intentionally seek out danger. However, there is one captain who may be up to the task. Name's Makoru. I'll set up an account for you, but for now, here's your charter. Take it to her. I've no doubt she'll accept.
I suppose it's time we said farewell for now. I'm off to study a tome on blood magic I found back in Exile. How exciting! Do be careful out there.
Come visit my shop sometime.
The name's Tujin. I'm the harbour master around here. Welcome to our fair little town. You have a vessel charter, I see?
Greetings, Tujin. I'm looking for Makoru.
Just out on the pier. It's the only ship on the dock right now. Before you go, perhaps I can ask a favour. See, King's March trade has seen better days. Ships go out, and they don't come back. And that kind of shite is bad for business.
What's the problem, then?
A local island we call Journey's End is spewing out blasted fog all over the sea, as thick as mud. The Karui know all about it, but won't seem to touch it. Something has to be done.
But how will we fare through that fog?
Makoru can do it. She's Karui and grew up on these waters. If anyone can get you there, it's her, no doubt.
Spirit guide me. This fog won't linger.
We'll be in your debt, and I got something special with your name on it. If you can clear that bloody fog. I'm not a tour guide. This here's the harbour. Got an harbour concern? That's me. For all other concerns, best ask someone else.
Blimey. Thought we might be friends.
Don't take it personal. We got a lot of people coming and going here. I lost count of all the ones that rubbed me the wrong way. Who knows? Maybe you'll surprise me. I used to believe a whole load of bollocks about honour and tradition. We do this not for ourselves, but for our children. The words were hollow, but the intent was good. It really is all about making a better world for those that will follow us.
So you do this for the future of your kin. I respect that.
Yeah, something like that.
But what of it? There must be more to it than that.
Quite worldly, aren't you? The situation back in Kelgur made the prospect of raid class a little more appealing than it otherwise would have been.
What happened?
Oh, you know. The usual things that make good folk run to the ends of the world. Water under the bridge now. No sense poking a hornet's nest. The big man's resolved to leave us alone, so long as we keep sending back Val artifacts. Or whatever else his heart desires. Bye then.
Yes?
I'm sorry to hear your teacher Faustus is no longer with us.
If only I could say the same. Between you and me, he could be quite grumpy in his later years. Died of natural causes, they say, but I'm not so sure. He left Kingsmarch around a decade ago. No one was entirely sure where he went. But when he got back, gosh, he really had changed. He'd both softened and hardened. You never quite knew which you'd get. But I could tell it was caused by fear.
I've met an elder or two like that. Not so uncommon in their older years.
Certainly, but he still had his mind. It was something else. I asked him once. It took all my courage to do so. What happened to you, Faustus? Where did you go? I asked. He looked me dead in the eye. I still remember the look he had on his face. He was looking at me, but also through me. Like he was somewhere else, reliving something. He said nothing. Got up and left. They found his body later that night on the dock. Under his coat, he was clutching a small Val artifact. I heard he held it so tightly, his hands were bloody. All very strange. He helped me with my self-confidence. Well, at least he tried to. He got me blind drunk singing songs with the local crews here in the tavern.
Sounds like a good night out.
Yes, I suppose. Since then, for some reason, people have been more friendly towards me. Aren't people awfully strange? Thanks for the chat.
This is my shop, Rog's Rarities. Please look around, and if you have any questions, do let me know. Let's deal. This shop is my pride and joy. I've been dreaming of running my own place since my younger days, even though that was impossible back home.
I'd never have left me home of my own choosing, no matter what I had to endure.
There are a limited number of merchant licenses, all owned by wealthy families. New licenses only come up every few years, but I could never afford one back in Kalgur. I've fallen on better times here in Rayclast, you might say. So here I am. I was never one for grand quests, always preferred sorting logistics from the back, but I'm glad I'm here. I'd never have had my children, or built all this. The wife says I'm the real hero, because I have a business and support my family. She might just be buttering me up, but I still take it to heart. Oh, my Gwenna never did feel quite comfortable here. She spends much of her time off continuing our adventure. Doesn't have anything to do with the King's Hand being in town this year.
Ah, say no more.
The grand quest that brought me here? Oh no, that's a long story. I couldn't possibly. All right then, if you insist, I'll tell the tale. 2 decades ago, our glorious leader, Danig, led us on an expedition across stormy and dangerous oceans to look for an artifact called the Triskelion Flame. Our search took us to the forsaken continent of Rayclast, a land filled with horrible monsters and raving mad exiles.
So it seems.
But we excavated many ancient sites, uncovering some of the lost history of our people's short residence here. Long ago, Kalgurans tried to settle on Rayclast, and, it did not go well. In the end, they did not survive, and they lost the Triskelion Flame. We've been looking for it for over 20 years now, and to be honest, we've gotten a bit sidetracked, but my wife refuses to give up on the dream. Oh, King's March. It's what we Kalgurans call this little port town of ours, and also the region round it.
Never seen a place like this. Must I speak to someone in charge?
All this has been authorised by the King, and we certainly pay enough taxes that we can never forget that. But we're quite far from home. We're mostly left to our own devices. Oh, except for the King's Hand. He spends a season here each year to make sure we're on the up and up. What is it you want to know about us?
What do you all do in this grand stone village?
Well, most Kalgurans here on Rayclast are in various guilds. I'm in the Meridian Free Traders, the trade guild that owns the charter for King's March. You can't beat our logistics. Danig is in the Artificers Guild these days. Tujan's a freelance harbour master, but he stays close. You've got to keep the family together, you know. The wife's the only one still carrying on our grand quest. I sure do miss her, but she always comes back soon enough. On an unrelated note, the King's Hand is due to return to Kalgur any day now. Take care if you see him around. There is no greater concentration of loyal followers of the King than here in King's March. Know what I mean, friend?
I feel like I'm missing something.
Oh, okay then. Impeccable offerings. Fair enough. Do come again.
Hail, and welcome to King's March. I am Danig, the smith and leader of this fair port town.
Greetings, Danig. I'm a mountain-born of the Asmeri. Rather, I was.
Ouch. That's a pain I recognize. You know, we can't exactly go home either. If you ever want to grab an ale and talk about it, feel free to stop by.
I might do just that.
We've had 20 years on Rayclast, and those gems you use continue to perplex me. Clearly, they grant you mystical abilities, but they simply don't do anything in the hands of a Kalguran.
Reckon you're lucky then. They bring evil. You sure it's never worked for you?
Believe me, I've tried. We have our own methods of mystical power, to be fair, but your gems remain an enigma. Somehow, I suspect the power is actually inside you. And these virtue gems are just the particular way you believe the world works. I'm no priest, though, so take my opinion for what it's worth. The runes on our armor essentially capture and shape starlight. Sounds poetic, but don't be fooled. The smiths of the Kalgur turned these runes toward killing work long ago, as soon as we discovered we could compel arrows to find their mark and blades to bite deeper.
The spirit has never spoken to us of such things. These runes, do they really do all that?
All that and more. The greatest smiths became known as artificers and produced work of singular genius. I'm not quite there yet, but it's only a matter of time and determination. This little jewel on the sea might have been granted an official charter by the king, but it's those of us here on Rayclast that have built it into the trading hub it is today.
Never seen anything like it.
To be fair, we did have local help. Kingsmarch is actually our second attempt at settling on Rayclast. Our first expedition, thousands of years back, was mysteriously lost.
The Asmeri remember. The stories say we came to their aid, but it was too late. What happened?
That's why we came here 20 years ago, to find out. We also sought the artifact of power our forebears brought with them to Rayclast. It has become my life's work, the search for the Triskelion Flame. The most powerful artifact in our known tales was brought to this continent by the first expedition, thousands of years ago. The songs tell of it incinerating evil, purifying tainted fields, and warding off those of ill intent.
Our stories mention your people having that. It'd be a powerful weapon in this fight.
My thoughts exactly. I still intend to get out there, I just get bogged down by the work of running Kingsmarch.
Ah, you're an elder now. No offense.
One day there will be a glorious return. One day we Grand Four will finish our quest, and perhaps do a little saving of this fair Rayclast. Yes, one day. Soon. The king commissioned this port for trade after we'd been operating it as an outpost for many years. We ourselves would like to investigate the remnants of our own culture, but he is very interested in Val artifacts.
Doesn't he know the danger Val artifacts bring?
Your guess is as good as mine. Go make some legends.
Watch your step, eh? Slip overboard and you're on your own. I'm Kanu, first mate of the Aurora May. If you're looking for a ship, best speak to the boss, Makoru. And mind your manners while you're at it.
Well, Kanu, quite the mouth you've got.
It's gotten me in my fair share of trouble. And out of it, too.
Oh, I can imagine. One after my own heart.
My family wasn't always from these parts, you know? We came out here a few generations ago. I was always out exploring the waters and fishing, even as a young boy. That's just in my blood. My family's tribe, the Tasaleo tribe, they value being on the water above all. But the young ones were never allowed to go very far. I used to drive my parents nuts. I looked out across the water and oh boy, I wanted to keep going. But I never went too far. I couldn't leave my family behind. Where they are, that's my home.
Some of us don't have a choice.
Well, hey, here I am. And I'm thankful the boss showed me that I can make a new life for myself. One that I choose. Calm seas,
Welcome
flying
aboard.
leaves.
I'm Makoru, captain of the Aurora May.
Got a charter here.
Great. Then the Aurora May and her crew is at your service. We can take you wherever you need. Places other captains would never dream of going. Your business is your business. Now, we can set sail whenever you like. That island has been shrouded in mist for generations, even since before the Val Empire. The tale told by our Hatungo goes, if the mists part and the island shows itself, you will be compelled to land on its shores. You'll claim to hear the voices or see the visions of loved ones, or of your gods, or whatever else is dear to you. If we go there, there's a real chance the ship will never return.
I'm not afraid. We'll slay anything in our way.
Well, what could possibly go wrong? Batten down the hatches! Land ahoy!
Ahoy.
Good day. My people's traditions have remained the same for thousands of years. Until my generation, that is. When I was just a young girl, Tukohama, the Karui god of war, was slain by a mortal. That turned my world upside down. Our own ancestor, killed by a mortal. I'm looking for my own way now, one that doesn't rely on gods or old traditions. I thought I might find my path in trade and commerce, so here I am, sailing for the Kalgurans. Other Karui like me have spread out across Rayclass in search of meaning. The elders call us Kaivana. They think that we have rejected the way, that we dishonor our families.
Oh, Makoru. I know that pain well.
It's not a pain I feel these days. Now, when I was a young girl, I visited the halls of the dead. My ancestors told me that the way was meant to empower us, not to control us. So who am I dishonoring by seeking my truth? It's a debate that I'm tired of having. But either way, it has separated me from my family, and I must live with that. I'm a freshly minted captain, but not new to these waters. I joined the trade guild as a deckhand after I ran away from home. I then worked my way up ever since. I finally took the captain's challenge not too long ago, and now I'm the first Karui captain on a Kalguran ship.
Aye, you've done well. Good on you.
Thank you. But my story has only just begun. Now I've just got to get out there and make a name for myself. I've put a lot on the line to get to where I am. Who knows? Maybe we'll achieve great things together. I became a captain against the wishes of the Trade Guild Council. To lead a Kalguran ship, you must pass a test. I was given a makeshift crew and tasked with sailing a course in a certain amount of time. At the most dangerous point of the course, between two shallow reefs on a moonless night, our cargo of refined verisium caught fire. It was set to explode at any moment.
Oh my. This puts me off the water even more.
I was faced with a choice. Abandon ship or order some of the crew into the lethal smoke to put out the fire. At the cost of their own lives, no less. They say it's a rather horrible death, gasping for breath with burning lungs that no longer work. So I chose to put out the fire myself. That's just how I was raised.
Such bravery. How'd you survive?
Well, luckily for me, it was all fake. It was the main part of the test. The truth of it is, the candidate passes or fails depending on the votes of the crew aboard. I earned their loyalty by my choice. And many of them still follow me to this day, here on this ship. The council does not aid me in any way, but they also leave me to it. It's the best situation for now, until I show some true profit. They don't talk very much about their homeland, and well, I'm definitely not allowed to sail there.
Do you need to prove yourself first, perhaps?
Nah, it's nothing like that. It's just part of their culture. First, someone has to immortalize my family's triumphs into an epic poem. Then, it must be told at their royal court before their king. This sort of custom is not too different from Karui oral traditions, but it's a tricky situation for me. I am no longer part of my tribe, so I have no family to immortalize in song. Tujin suggested that we could be family, but he was drunk at the time. I don't know what to make of the Kalguran king. I've only heard whispers, rumors.
Not the good kind, I take it.
Well, they say he's a bit obsessed with Val artifacts. But something tells me this is quite a concern for the Kalgurans. I've noticed certain types of Val devices seem to up and disappear before being loaded onto ships headed for Kalgur.
The Kalgurans ought to be careful. A leader's wrath can be brutal.
If you mention this, they will deny it. Just like they did when I asked. And just like I will deny ever telling you this. Go well.
Ahoy! We made it. How can I help? Oh, all right.
keep throwing ships at this place, it keeps throwing them back. Hold on. like. Where's the rest of it? Take this! Need a moment. A worthy foe.
Friend, I have urgent news for you. Time is short and the unmaking of the world is nigh. Please, listen to what I have to say.
Go on then.
I am pleased to meet you. I am Lorandis, a missionary of the Twilight Order. But I am here to warn you. The end of days approaches. Something evil has awoken on Rayclast. You have faced it, have you not? I can see it in your eyes. You have faced the wickedness in the hearts of men.
Aye, true enough.
They seek to conquer us, to rule us. We must act. We must fight back. Do you hear that, Kalgurans? Here is one who will join us in the fight. We will save this world together.
Wait. First of all, how are we saving the world?
Utopia is a dream, but Rayclast is a nightmare. Let us choose which we live in, yes? We do not despise the Kalgurans. We merely consider them lucky fools. In their faraway land, they have no concept of the problems we face here, so they do not take our struggle seriously.
We should be working together. Can we win them over?
Kalgurans are not like us. They stand apart. Their souls are clean. No divinity, no corruption. Rayclast has gods capable of horrors beyond comprehension, yet their sole fear looms largest. Their aging tyrant king. Absurd.
Why do they fear their king?
The Kalguran king seeks Vaal artifacts. I know not why, but the reason must be sordid. The Vaal destroyed themselves. We will not make the same mistake. Utopia is not possible, while wickedness in the hearts of men can be rewarded so extravagantly. Our Savior will bring about that utopia, and in it, you shall be free. We all shall be free! There will be none to rule you, none to tell you how to live.
Only the spirit may lay claim upon me. I welcome it.
Please understand, it will be a glorious thing to behold. The struggle for freedom from tyranny will finally be over. Our Savior is a mere mortal, like you or I, only better. The Savior is being raised free from the corruption of wickedness. This is the key to our success. If you wish to know more, you should visit our enclave on Erastus. It is not too far from here. As we speak, the Karui flock to our island, eager to join the cause and save Rayclast.
Perhaps I will.
You will not regret your visit. There, you'll have the chance to pledge to the Twilight Order.
How do you know if you've accomplished what you need to?
No more pain, no more suffering, no more horrors upon the world. A fresh start, a time we can be proud of. Rayclast is beleaguered by the most detestable of creations, unnatural creations, creations that manipulate our existence. Their time must come to an end.
Who do you speak of? Beasts? Rathin?
The gods must never come back, and divinity must forever return to its dormancy within whatever void it sprung from. Our Savior is almost ready. He will remake the world, a world free of divinity, and thus a world free of corruption.
The spirit is all I know. It's outside the folly of man, which gods are not.
Utopia will not remember these gods. They will have no name there. They will never be, nor will they ever have been. Praise be in Utopia's name. Praise be upon the Savior. Now, are you ready to take the pledge? You are interested, yes? I knew it. Visit Erastus when you are sure you are ready. We are an order of true believers, dedicated to the salvation of humanity. To that end, we have given everything and will continue to give of ourselves until Rayclast is saved.
If you lot are trying hard to do the right thing, I can't condemn you.
Friend, we are on the same side. Surely you will pledge yourself to aid in the cause. For Utopia!
He's been a great teacher, no doubt about it. But gosh, has he gotten soft as he's aged.
Got a big heart, that one. Nothing wrong with that.
I agree, but business is business. Years ago, he'd drive a hard bargain. He was a great negotiator. Then he went and had children. Oh, awful. Now he seemingly doesn't have the energy to haggle. Almost gives stuff away. Thanks for the chat.
How can I advise you? The more I consider it, the more I believe I've seen a depiction of a weapon. Especially now that I can study the piece in Doriani's possession.
A depiction? Where? The scraps I know, I learned from incredibly ancient ruins.
Yes. When I consulted the ancient being Calandra, she told me where to find the seed of corruption. She was cryptic and said that it already belonged to me. That it always had. I can still only guess what she meant. In the ruins where the seed was sealed, I saw carvings on the wall. It was a message, left for anyone who might follow in the eons to come. A series of giant murals. The first was broken, but the second depicted the creation of the seed. The third mural portrayed the seed's destruction. At the time, I thought it was a warning. Now I see the weapon was depicted quite literally, being driven into the seed. It might not have been a warning. It might have been instructions.
This confirms my hypothesis. The weapon is the key to destroying the beast. We must find and reassemble it, no matter the cost.
I will give my very life, if I must.
Go on. I must concur with the hooded one. Someone intentionally carved information meant to be discovered in the future. To do such a thing, they must have believed that their civilization might be endangered. However, the most important clues I found were done differently. Hand carvings. We found them in this region. The stones depicted pieces of the weapon being thrown into the sea.
Someone tried to make it missing.
Their reasoning was unclear, but from what I saw, it was thrown not by soldiers, but by a woman, a scientist, and I have no idea who she was.
Of course.
How can I be of aid? It is curious that the weapon was broken into pieces and dispersed here.
From what I have seen, I don't believe the weapon was broken apart. It was never fully completed at all. I have only ever seen it portrayed in pieces. The third mural, the one you saw, must have been an instruction. It is my belief that the creators of the weapon were interrupted.
Sounds a nice way of putting it.
It's impossible to know for certain. They were wiped out thousands of years before my time. Do you have any notion?
I was too young to remember much. I was among the Asmeri when it happened. But they did tell stories. I recall tales of a great fire, a great wasting.
You were alive for that? The historical record, it's always been conjecture.
I remember fear. I remember sorrow. But the Asmeri had chosen their homes carefully. They were separatists. They rejected technology. And in the end, they were right. Do
What can
whatever
I
it
do
takes.
here for a deal? Business has been on the rise ever since he took up residence outside my shop. People duck in here to seek refuge from him, and I make a sale while they hide. It's a win for everybody. What are you interested in? I think I can find a buyer. Fair enough. Come back soon.
Good day. What's this? A part of a map? Huh. Can't tell much from this alone. Let me know if you find more of it. Go well.
Don't come near the circle.
Freya Hartlin? Is that you?
Yes, it is.
Time must have moved slow for you here.
Longer than I can fathom.
How can we break this? Can I smash it?
My boy, he's lost somewhere on the island. And with him, our trove of raw verisium. It must be runesmithed into spikes. It is the only way to break the seal.
Captain Grisham Hartlin?
I also fear for his fate.
Well then, best we find him. Danig can help with the verisium. Now get your arse moving and look for the captain. I'll stay with Freya.
Please hurry. I feel like...
Ahoy! I remember your boy, Freya. Worked for us for a long while. Captain Hartlin. Capable seafarer. Well respected among his crew. Good drinker, too.
He's the apple of my eye.
Really? I thought you'd fallen out over the whole...
We're still family. And family is all that matters.
Aye. Blood is thicker than water.
I would do anything to rejoin the mountain barn.
You've been out here for so many years. How did you survive?
Shellfish, rainwater, and hope.
Remarkable.
I don't know all the ways of the Karui, but I doubt they intended this trap for you.
Hear that, Freya?
There were times I almost gave up.
Now we've arrived just in time. Keep it up.
Oh, all I remember is the horrible sound of our ship slamming against the rocks. I crawled through the sand in mist, beset by the cries of the dying. And when I opened my eyes, I was here, safe, but trapped.
What a story.
Something about these Karui totems keeps the malice of the fog at bay.
How do we know this verisium will help?
Are you not familiar with the power of runes?
Verisium's the very foundation of Kalguran rune work. We call it truth metal. As they say, what is runed becomes reality.
A metal born of the very stars themselves.
Danig would know more of the details, but if a skilled smith imprints the rune for deadly on a sword, that sword becomes, well, deadlier.
Aye, magic. Like them bloody gems.
Magic? It's not magic. It's science.
Science? What the bloody hell is that?
I know very little of the fog, other than its malice. It drew us in and led us to our doom.
It is known to wreak havoc on the mind. Mirages, whispers, lies. Every captain I know has reported strange sightings in the fog over the years. It's only gotten worse of late.
Something's wrong out there with the world. Something's happening. I have to get out of here.
Aye, the spirit knows it too.
I just have to get out. It's been too long. See you soon, I hope.
These ancestral totems are a menace that remain from ancient days. They gather a cursed fog, and we cannot stop them or break them. If you come to this place and have any idea how to destroy them, please do. Tarakai, chieftain of the Tukuhama tribe.
lit.
None may leave this accursed island.
Ain't got time for your flaming curses. Dead already. I just made it stick.
My boy is dead. I knew. In my heart, I knew. It's been so long. I don't care about getting out of here anymore. Just leave me to die.
Now, chin up. We'll get you out of here.
Perhaps if you can runesmith the Verisium and free me, I can go and see my boy one last time.
Of course, Freya. Newcomer, get the Verisium to Danig, quickly. Aye.
Freya Heartland's still around and trapped on Journey's End? How strange. I believe I know the runes that could break that seal.
Hop to it, will ya? She's not getting any younger.
Reclast has always been full of surprises. So be it. I'll forge those spikes with haste. There we go. That should do it. Be careful out there. Survive.
Greetings.
Welcome. Here for a deal. The finest available. I think I can find a buyer for that. Done. Come back soon.
You have the Verisium spikes? Quickly, impale these totems. Farewell.
I'll let these spikes work their magic.
Oh, sight! What's going on?
I am finally free.
Oh, we've been played, haven't we? Come out of here.
Times
should have known something was off about all that. In my younger days, I'd never been fooled by such a charlatan.
I'm just as surprised as you. We weren't to know.
Aye, perhaps. Nonetheless, the fog is cleared and a Kalguran always pays up. As promised, this is for you. Bye then.
Yes.
Quickly.
What can I do for Hail? What are you interested in? A marvelous day. Come back anytime. Go on.
Ah! This must be the foolish Pakarui. Get over here! What possessed you to break our ancestral binding? You have released Tekaru, the Deceiver! Now he's free to wreak havoc on Rayclast once more. I should take your head where you stand.
You will do no such thing! How were we to know? Even I knew nothing of that prison or what was held there.
It was the concern of chieftains and the Hatsungo, not those who reject the way.
It was? Says who then? You?
Yes, I am Tavakai, chieftain of the Tsukuhama tribe. These waters belong to the Karui. You, along with the Kalgurans, are our guests, and your welcome is already wearing thin.
I'm sorry, Chieftain. I had no idea.
It is too late to be sorry. If you weren't trespassing on our shores, it would never have happened. Consider this your first and last warning, Pakarui. He showed promise when he arrived on our shores. I saw the warrior within, but I will never forgive him for allowing the hunt of our sacred whale.
Aye, Danig regrets that. But it weren't his fault. It were his bloody king who gave the order.
I did not know that. Either way, the Kalguran monster that is King's March is too large for any one man to fully control. Kanu was always headstrong, loud and disrespectful, all the makings of a great warrior. He threw it all away to work for the Kalgurans. We have lost many to foreign causes. That's why Ngakanu is now off-limits to outsiders.
The Asmere welcome new ideas. Home cannot be a prison.
Perhaps that suits you upon your mountain. But the sea moves quickly. We cannot afford to lose more of our young to these dangerous ideas. It is disappointing to see our young abandoning the way and becoming what? Work hands? For the Kalgurans? It is ridiculous! She could be so much more!
Makoru is capable and skilled. I don't see the problem myself.
She is more than capable, which is why she belongs with us. Ugh. The first Karui captain of some outsider's fleet. Is there really honor in that? I doubt it. Kanu rejected us to be a lowly first mate, as they call it. I know his father. He is deeply ashamed. The youth these days are more foolish than ever. Tsukuhama tasked his tribe, my tribe, with keeping that deceiver in his prison. Our sacred duty kept us in this region, even though we longed for the sea. But it is good that we stayed.
I feel guilty for my trespass and for doing what I did, but I didn't know.
That is no excuse. We tried posting warriors to keep watch over the prison. He'd drive them mad. They'd throw themselves into the sea. Instead, we allowed his fog to wreak its havoc, and in turn, keep him hidden. Besides, I had no idea Kalguran runes could undo our ancestral binding. Yet another reason for us to not get along.
It's remarkable you kept him there this whole time.
For untold generations, he slept soundly in that prison. But the Deceiver woke from his slumber 20 years ago and has been causing more and more problems ever since. The fog, crashing ships, foul dreams, cursed voices. Even one of our elders fell for his lies and went missing. But it will be much worse now that the Deceiver is free, thanks to you. Yes, you are all guests here on these waters. Waters that have belonged to us since the beginning of time. Our way is our identity. It is beyond life and death. The way gave us the strength to endure all the horrors of Rayclast. Corruption, disease, slavers. Ugh, never again.
My tribe survived by living in harmony. But now I'm on my own, with only my own strength.
Return to them. You belong to your tribe, as they do to you. The strength of the individual is nothing against the tide of many. Strength is the key. And yet here we are. Slowly but surely, outsiders forsake us. The Val, the Eternal Empire, and now, the Kalgurans. I thought their leader Danik was true of heart, until he allowed the harvest of our sacred whale, and it was all downhill from there. 20 years ago, we allowed only 4 Kalgurans to stay here, and now look at this place. It began with our remote tribes. They would disappear from their islands, gone without a trace. For generations, the Eternal Empire and the bastards of Oriath raided the weakest of our people and took them as slaves. But where are those slavers now? Dead and gone.
It's a shame the Eternals were descended from the Mountain-born. They should never have left their mountain. It was the wrong path.
The Asmeri are not to blame for their descendants' mistakes. They must only answer for themselves. Now, we must rise stronger than ever. We will not stray again from the old way, the true way, the way that carried us through history. We must be strong for the world to see, so that we are the masters of our own destiny. Long ago, Tukohama put axes in our hands and taught us to fight. That is the most important lesson of our way. We were nothing before we were given strength.
This Tukohama, I like the sound of him.
Had we been united in our strength, perhaps history would have told a different tale. Now, the tribes must stand together and put the Karui first. We will always have neighbors, but they must acknowledge our strength. And one way or another, they shall. Behave yourself.
What's good?
Tell him, Moana.
Makoru is the boss, right? Stupid question, really.
That's right. Makoru's the boss. But more than that, she's a role model, a true leader. She showed the Kalgurans what the Karui have to offer. And honestly, I'm just lucky to be following in her footsteps.
All right, all right. You know flattery doesn't work on me, Kanu.
It is simply the truth.
Aye. You're an impressive leader, Makoru.
The Karui have no ships like the Aurora May. Our vessels are meant to travel between islands or to fish. But the Aurora May? Woo! She feels like she could take us to the end of the world.
It's a wonder. The Asmeri got nothing like it.
I'm just happy to live in times like these. I think about it sometimes, you know? What a day to be alive. To breathe in the air, feel the sun. Could be a lot worse. When the Kalgurans showed up, it brought a lot of tension to the tribes. Also brought doubt among the outer islands. My family left the Tasoleo tribe when I was only a boy. They then joined the Tukohama tribe. My parents found hope in their message of strength.
And I suppose you didn't?
Well, look, I don't reject the way, It just feels different to me. Late at night, out on the sea, I can still feel what our old tribe called the flow. It's real. It's powerful.
What is it, this flow?
Oh, it's hard to put into words. All I know is Tavakai's version of the way is definitely not something I can flow with. Tavakai doesn't trust outsiders. He wants to drive the Karawi further away into isolation. That doesn't feel right to me. It feels backwards. We should at least hear new ideas out. See what they can offer us. Be safe.
Yes. Good chat. Where to? That prison island was built by the Eternal Empire. It's been 300 years since the Cataclysm, but the inmates still wail from within the walls there. Can you believe it? Nobody ever let them out.
Sounds bloody dreadful.
It's a horrible place. You can still hear them pounding at the bars of their cells. Considering how awful it is, I guess you'll want us to sail straight there, right? Belay that order! We've arrived. Tell them all.
In the King's March Tavern, sailors whisper about clanking and roaring coming from that prison.
Okay, good luck then.
Looks like the sort of place no one walks out of. Pretty word, justice. There's not many who will live up to it.
You have been weighed and measured, and you have been found
Down you go!
wanting. You are unworthy.
Nico!
But fear not, for redemption is a grace which may be earned by the willing. Until then, the Empire shall be your father and your mother.
Tell the story. Got my fingers crossed. Need a moment. activity's driven him mad. Need a moment. Starve the prisoners, get eaten. There's justice for you. Spent their last breath on prayer. A lot of good it did him.
preside. She shall weigh your mind in one hand, your heart in the other. Choose wisely. The heart unlocks compassion. Compassion is the first step toward redemption.
What have you learned? I am glad the Tukohama tribe still thrives. In the early days, Tukohama was a good man.
You knew him?
Yes, and I also helped kill him too, much to my regret.
The stories of the Godslayer are true.
Yes, at the time there was no other way. There is one consolation. His spark was not lost. Do whatever it takes.
Here for a deal? The finest available. Always nice doing business with you. Good day. Come back anytime. Welcome. Hail. Done. Let's be hung back anytime.
Need a moment. Die!
Our mistake was holding on to hope. Even after the sky turned crimson and the sea raged. Even after we cowered inside these walls and rode out the chaos, we believed the Empire would come. Not for the prisoners, but for us. We kept them all caged for weeks as our supplies dwindled. The fish we caught were rotting and dead, yet still moving. Rain was slick with grease. Men who touched it began to burn from the inside out, as if an unseen flame had caught within them. No ship from the Empire came. No ships passed at all. Prisoners were growing more and more restless, and were certain to become
Down you
violent.
go!
I told them nothing. They felt it. So I began to feed them. They cut chunks of meat. They kept growing back, So we cut some more, and that quelled the prisoners. They had no idea what we'd done. When they learned what they'd been eating, gods help us.
Wait! Fingers crossed. Hold on. Go for the prowess.
By the order of Emperor Zaro, my honored predecessor, none may enter this chamber.
Whoever built this weren't taking any chances.
By the order of Emperor Zaro, my honored predecessor, none may enter this chamber. The prisoner within is beyond death, beyond force of arms. He must be left to rot for all time. Emperor Chittis Perandus.
Weren't me a put you here, but I'll set you free. Need to down him first. Need to down him first. Die!
Zaro's best could kill me. You don't have what it takes.
Need to down him first.
Flesh and blood.
Need mana.
Flesh and blood. Not even Zaro's best could kill me.
Miss me chance.
Cannot best me. Your time is now. You're only making me stronger.
He's on his last legs.
I cannot die.
Eternal Empire's long dead, yet their stench remains.
This piece of the weapon, it has writing on it.
The first example of precursor writing I've ever seen.
I recognize some of these symbols.
What? How?
When I was very young, but a boy and still mortal. Such a faded memory. I was in her lap, and symbols like these decorated a vivid book. I can almost hear her saying the words, what they mean.
What's going on?
I'm not sure. I have to think on it. I have to try to remember.
Then we must find the other pieces. We need more information.
Now, we must find the others. Make haste.
What is it?
What were these edicts?
We have very little information, but if the Seed of Corruption was the instrument of the second edict, it may have been created in response to an unknown first edict.
The first mural I saw was broken, but there was definitely something there. They must have been facing some disaster, or enemy, or change in the world. Did they create the Seed of Corruption in response?
Whenever the Val built something dangerous, we also ran a parallel project. As a contingency, the weapon, the instrument of the Third Edict. I believe it is a fail-safe. If the Seed of Corruption grew out of control, then perhaps it was designed to shut down the experiment.
Then that is exactly what we will do.
What will you do when all this is over? Will you return to your people and try to save them?
I cannot. Unfortunately, that is not how time works. Everything one knows will happen, did happen. This is the one case where ignorance can be a scientist's greatest asset. I must learn as little about history as possible while I am in this era. Indeed.
What have you learned?
What can I do for? Let's deal. Impeccable. A marvel of commerce. Fair enough. Do come again.